Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Brad Cook Stuff. So, when I lived in America, there were a handful of things that I could easily get that I sort of took for granted, and when I moved to Tokyo, were not quite as readily available, if at all. One of those being a meatball sub. So, I have not seen a meatball sub available here in Tokyo. Now, I'm sure I could probably find one somewhere at a specialty store, might have to travel a bit, and it would probably cost me a fair amount. So instead, I figured I might as well make my own meatball sub using the best ingredients I can. You really can't buy submarine sandwich bread at your average grocery store or convenience store, so I'm gonna have to improvise. So anyway, this week we're going to have a meatball sub. Anyway, let's take a look at the ingredients and see what we're working with this week. Here are our ingredients for tonight's meatball subs. So for buns, we have these hot dog buns, which are increasingly difficult to find. I've got some chicken meatballs with a little vegetable thrown in. These were half price. I've got some Kraft mozzarella cheese slices. And I finally have a little bit of porcini mushroom pasta sauce and Italian seasoning. Well, I've got as many of these meatballs as will fit in this little pot. We're going to go ahead and fry these up. Well, this smells pretty good. Just need to fry these for a little while longer. I think these are done enough that we can go ahead and add in our sauce and seasoning. All right, so for our sauce, we've got this porcini mushroom pasta sauce, which I think will do just fine in lieu of the marinara. That should be plenty. And for our seasoning, we have an Italian herb seasoning, so we can make sure that it is suitably Italianesque. There we go. Right, let's go and mix all these back up. Ooh, man, that looks good. All right, let's go ahead and turn our heat back up. All right, well, I think these meatballs are basically done. We're going to go ahead and take them off the heat and see to our buns. So I can't get good submarine sandwich buns here. Instead, we're going to use some hot dog buns. Unfortunately, the best I can get are some kind of crappy split top hot dog buns, but we're going to go ahead and toast these just a little bit in some butter. Get these back open. There we go. All right. All right, let's check on these buns. Yeah, I think that's probably toasted enough. Let's go ahead and get these on a plate and build some sandwiches. All right, let's get some cheese on these things. Got a couple of pieces of mozzarella cheese. Go ahead and set these up. Here we go. All right, split this. All right. All right. And now we need to get some meatballs on here. There we go. These are pretty small meatballs, so I should be able to fit, there we go, I think 4 per. Yeah, that looks about right. These are going to be a little bit of a tight fit, but it's the best I can do with what I have on hand. Right? And finally, I think we're going to need a little bit of extra sauce on here. There we go. All right, I think these are ready to eat. Let's go ahead and try them out. All right, moment of truth. I have here a hot dog bun with some processed mozzarella cheese, some chicken meatballs with little vegetables in them, and some porcini mushroom sauce with Italian herb seasoning. This is the closest thing to a meatball sub that I can basically get with the ingredients I have available to me in my neighborhood. So first, it smells pretty good. It smells suitably Italian, all right? But let's give it a try, see how it tastes. Okay, that's really good. That's actually surprisingly good. I did not think I was going to be able to make this quite as good as it is right now. I'm going to need another bite. Okay, this is really better than I thought it would be. I mean, I was looking to approximate a meatball sub, but I think I actually might have made one. Now, it pales in comparison to a true big meatball sub that I can get in America, but considering that I can't easily get one here, this is, I think, an acceptable substitute. I need to buy it. So obviously, when you move from one country to another, there are certain things that you're just not going to be able to get, or at least not as easily. And here in Japan, there are a handful of things that I sort of took for granted in America that I can't easily get here, including the classic meatball sub. I mean, even Subway really only carries colder subs or chicken subs. They don't have a meatball sub. So being able to make a meatball sub here was kind of a treat for me. So yeah, it was not hard to make. I did have to search around a little bit to get meatballs that suited me, but other than that, pasta sauce and all that are pretty easy to get. The hot dog buns have been a little harder to get recently just because the place I used to get them has stopped selling them, but I have one fallback and they had plenty of them today, so I went ahead and bought them. This is not difficult to make at all though. You fry up the meatballs, you toss in some sauce and a little seasoning, and then you toast the buns and put it on. So I would say I'm pretty satisfied with the results here of trying to make a meatball sub. I actually have one more sub here, and I've got enough fixins I could probably put together one or two more, but I'm going to go ahead and finish off what I've got here. Anyway, as always, appreciate you guys stopping in, and we'll see you in the next video.